In the heart of the Sundarbans, where the great Padma River flows and the towering mangroves guard ancient secrets, lived a tortoise who had seen it all. His name was Kobe, and he was the oldest creature in the jungle. His shell was rough like the old banyan roots, and his wisdom ran as deep as the river itself. But the younger animals did not listen to him. The monkeys swung too fast, the tigers roared too loud, the parrots chattered without pause. What can an old tortoise teach us about strength? But Kobe smiled. He knew true strength wasn't in speed or noise, and so his lesson began. The animals gathered beneath the fragrant shakla flowers that bloomed on the river's edge. Strength is a speed, boasted the leopard. He dashed through the jungle in a blur. But soon, he was out of breath. Strength is power, trumpeted the elephant. He pushed against the great Sundari tree with all his might, but a branch snapped, and he stumbled back. Then came Kobe. He moved slow. He paced steady. And when the sun set, he was the only one still standing. But how? The monkey asked. Strength is not in rushing, it is in endurance. But they were not convinced. The Padma River was fast and wild. Strength is bravery, roared the tiger. He leapt into the water, but the current pulled him miles away. Strength is cleverness, hissed the cobra. He slithered across a fallen log, but a wave knocked him off. Then came Kobe. He waited for the storm to pass. He stepped in slowly. He let the water carry him. He was the only one who had crossed. But how? The parrot asked. Strength is not in fighting the river. It is in moving with it. Now the animals began to listen. That night, Kobe gathered the jungle animals around him. Fireflies danced in the milky glow of the moonlight. The bamboo leaves rustled gently in the warm breeze, and the stars reflected in the water of the lotus ponds. Tell me, my friends, who is the strongest of all? The animals thought. They remembered the ones who had rushed and fallen, the ones who had pushed and failed, and they looked at Kobe, who had stood strong through time. Strength is not about being the fastest or the loudest. It is about wisdom, patience, and knowing when to move. And from that night on, Kobe was no longer just an old tortoise. He was the teacher of the jungle. Oh, did you see it? There's a tiny golden stone hidden in the jungle. Keep watching, and if you find it, comment "stone spotted" and tell me where. That night, Kobe watched the stars circle above in the inky black sky. He no longer needed to prove his strength, because he realized true strength is not in rushing, it is in standing firm. And sometimes the quietest ones are the strongest of all. And speaking of standing firm, Tara the wolf wanted to lead her pack, but could she learn that true leadership comes from the heart? Stay tuned for her inspiring journey, coming soon. From that day on, the animals knew strength is not in force, but in wisdom. The strongest ones are not always the fastest, but the ones who endure. And sometimes, true power comes with time. Did you find the golden stone hidden in the story? If you did, comment "stone spotted" and tell me where. And if you loved this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. More timeless jungle adventures are coming your way.